welcome to Tamara's Lunchbox, Monday edition. It's okay. We're back at another week, but it's okay. It was a good weekend. Did you have a good weekend? Did you get a lot done? Get everything you needed done? You have some relaxed time? I enjoy relaxing weekends, so it makes for a better work week. Okay, I got some news, so let me show you the food first and then we'll talk. Okay, this is chicken, but it's honey sriracha chicken. Yeah, got a little kick. Yeah. So I have ranch, yeah, some roasted potatoes, and my veggies. Yum, yum, yum. So, okay. I need to get a picture of that though. Okay, this is probably not going to work out. I don't know that I can hold all of them. Ooh, I might have just figured it out. Nope, there we go. Close enough. Hair out of my mouth. There we go. Okay. Chicken, roasted potatoes, and veggies. Yum. Okay. Quit playing before I drop something. So, if you remember, if you were here Friday, let me do this first. I'm gonna eat a bat. Okay, so if you were here Friday, I told you I planned on going hot tub shopping, right? Well, I did. It was fun. We have a place here that I thought was on a different road. Huh. Luckily, I looked it up on the GPS and it gave us their new address. Turns out they had moved maybe 15 minutes from our house. Maybe. Where we thought they were in a different city. So, turned out to be even, started off great. So, we get there. And they had opened up at 10. We went after we ate lunch. You know, don't want to go shopping on an empty stomach. We walk into the showroom. And the very first hot tub, I don't even remember the brand. I don't remember what the brand was, but it was a 10-person hot tub. Yeah. It was huge. And I was just like, oh, well. Moving past that one. So, little guy sitting over at his desk, and he said, okay, how can we help you? So I told him, said, looking for a hot tub. And he said, okay. And we had already made the decision that, you know, because I had done some research, that we wanted a saltwater hot tub. So he's like, awesome. And he said, you done any research? And I said, you have? He said, okay. And he said, you got anything else that you're looking? I said, well, I want a minimum of 6 people. Because for the foreseeable future, there are 4 people living in my house. They are pretty close to being adults. Now, they're probably not going to grow much more, but they're not little kids, so they're taking up an adult size room. So he said, gotcha. I said, I don't want to be bumping elbows. He's understood. And he said, well, let me show you what I got right here. So he took us to 3 hot tubs down from the, when you walked in. Oh, that was the other thing. I told him, I said, I don't want a lounger. I want 4 bucket seats. He's like, you have done your research. I was like, yep. So he takes us 3 to the 3rd one. He said, here's what you're looking at. And I'm looking. I was like, okay. It's got this, okay. But I don't like the color. And so I let him do his little spiel on it, you know, telling me all about it and all that. That's fine. And he said, you have any questions so far? And I said, yeah. Does it come in a different color? And he said, oh, yes. So he shows me the sign. You can change the shell, which is the tub part, and you can change the panel, the outside. Well, we had passed a hot tub in the middle between that 10-person. Then there was one, and then it was the one we were looking at. So I said, can I have that color that was right there beside of it? And he looked at it. He said, oh, yeah. That's the color right here. It's on the sign. But, you know, it's like that. You can't tell nothing from it. So I said, okay, I want that color. He said, okay. He said, well, before we do all that, let me take you back here to the back and show you a little bit more about the system. So I said, okay. So we go back there. Shows us the cover that comes with it. So it shows us how the saltwater system works. Pretty cool. And goes over some more detail. So, and this one that he showed us on has a seat that has a neck massager in it. That's okay. You know, he's got the hip massagers in it, and it's fancy. The controls are all touch screen. They're not buttons. Little things like that. Okay, I will go back out here then. Don't get me wrong, it was nice, but it had one big seat in it that he calls it best seat in the house. Okay, but I have 4 people that are probably going to be in the hot tub at any given time. We're not sharing one seat. And that's not happening. So Then he takes us over here to this one that is over in the corner. That is the same one from what we looked at, but it has a lounger. And that's why he didn't show it to us. So that was fine. And so I'm looking at it, and it's in the color I want. Everything about it, it's just got a lounger. Well, it has these lights on the inside of it, so it'll light the water. So pretty. And so I'm looking at it and everything, and I'm thinking, if that one out there will light up, that's my hot tub. I knew right then and there. So I said, but those had the covers on it, because they had 3 covers for you to pick from. One was just a cover. No big, nothing fancy, just a cover. The next one up, the next one done the gas shock, had the gas shocks on it. So it's like lifting your tailgate or your, on your trunk, on your car. It's got those shocks. That's what that is. So it's assisted. The first one was just manual. You had to manually do it, which I won't be able to lift it or close it. So that one was out. But the next one had the assisted on it. And then the third option was the one that it done it assisted, but it went almost behind the hot tub. It still stood out a good foot, I would say 2 feet maybe taller than the hot tub, but it still went down further than the one we got. The one we got puts up, it doesn't go down at all. It just stays up. But that one is more, it's assisted where it doesn't feel like you're having to do anything. This other one, even though it went down, you still had to do a little bit more assistant with it. So I didn't want that. I wanted the easiest one to do is one I got. So I said, so when he showed us the other one, I'd picked out the cover, and that was just picking out the hot tub. So I said, was that first one that you showed us out there, because it was in a different showroom, light up like this one, the one we were at? Because like I said, this one was my color, the outer shell, it just had the lounger. That was the only difference. And he said, oh yeah, it lights up just like this. He said, let me show you what it does. And it does. You can pick a color, or you can have it do a random little pattern. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So, and this one, of course, had water in it. The one out in the showroom didn't have any water. So, you got to see the lights in it. So I said, okay. And he said, you want to go look at that one again? I said, yeah. I said, because if it has the lights like this, then that's the one I'm interested in. He said, okay. So we go back out there and we look at it. And that's when I tell him I want it in this color, the one that was sitting beside of it. And he said, yep, not a problem. It comes in that one. And I said, okay. And I said, it's okay, and your steps come with it too. And I said, and I want those steps. It was at the 10-person hot tub. And he says, those steps? I said, yep. And he said, okay. So he gets the owner, and he says, she wants these steps. And he said, what hot tub are you buying? And he told him the name of it. And he said, He said, that's fine. Put it in the cost. So he said, okay. So he said, wow. And he said, well, let me tell you what happened with these steps. They no longer make these steps. And I was like, really? Why? So he said, they were in our warehouse. Because remember I told you they moved. He said they were in our warehouse and they, he said they showed up when we were moving. And he said, I thought we had sold all of them. And he said, and there they sat. He said, so we just brought them here because they had only been in this location 2 months, 3 months, something like that. He said, so we just put them right there. And I was like, oh, well, they were meant to be mine. And so he said, well, y'all go ahead and hop in there. Hop in the hot tub because this one's empty. And I look at Brian and Brian's like, go ahead, like that. So I get in this thing. I'm sitting in it, you know. Oh, it's fun. And the owner comes back by and he said, he just kind of looked at us and Brian said, well, he's got us sitting in it. That's half the battle. The guy just started laughing. It was so funny. So then he come back. He had checked some people out. They had come in to get some stuff. And he said, y'all look like y'all are ready for me, like that. And so we went over there and of course we were paying cash. So if you pay cash, they gave you a discount for doing that. So we got that discount. And he gave us the cover, and we got it's a chocolate color cover is what they call it. And the get my thing. I had to fix my spreadsheet today. But it's called the color is Midnight Canyon. That's the shell on the inside, and the outer panel is Java. So then of course they got the matching spa cover. And the saltwater startup kit. So we got that. And then the steps. So he put all that into the cost of it for us. So, and he said that it would be mid-December would be delivery. So that's exciting. But we have to get a cement slab pour for it. Has to be, well, this is a 7.5 feet by 7.5 feet square. So he said to go a few more feet past that, so maybe a 10 by 10 kind of thing. To just give you a little bit of cement on all sides of it. And then he gave us the electrical box because we have to have their electrician will come out and put in because it takes the 220 volt stuff, which your houses are not, doesn't put out that kind of voltage. So we had to have that done. So we got to get him out, get that installed, and then get the cement poured. And we got to watch our temperatures because we're getting, like last week, it was in the 30s. I want to say we had a 32. I don't think we got below 32 last week, but at night it's getting cold here now. So now this week we're going to be pretty good. We're going to be in the low 70s and upper 40s, low 50s for night. So it's not going to be too bad this week, but I don't know how quick they'll be able to come out. Brian is in charge of that. I picked out the hot tub. He is in charge of getting it, making sure it works. So, but anyway, so we did all that, and then they had to have pictures of where we plan on putting it, pictures of how they'll get their equipment in, if they have anything they have to go around, fences or anything like that, which we don't have anything. So ours is going to be pretty easy. So I sent them all the pictures yesterday, and we picked out where we want it. Brian put little flags in so we know, so when he comes out, that he knows exactly where I want it, and how we want to do the cement, because we want to do not just the pad it's got to sit on, but we want to go on and put a little bit of a patio, because we already have a cement patio for the back, but that has our table and chairs on it, our grill sits on it, so we didn't want to put a hot, it's gonna take up too much room on that, so we wanted to come off of that, so we'll have to have the cement poured for that, but it'll be very pretty. I'm so excited about it, and can't wait to get in it. So hopefully we can get everything done, and then it'll be delivered middle of December. And so I told Brian, I said, you don't have to get me a Christmas present. And the salesman, I said, don't fall for that. And then we were paying, and he gave us the electrical box and everything, and he said, so today you're taking with you the electrical box. And so I said, and the stairs. And he just looked up at me, he's like, you want to take those with you today? I said, yep. And he said, okay, well, they're yours. And I said, yep, I want them at my house. And especially my concern was something's going to happen to them before December. And since they no longer make them, it's not like, okay, well, we'll just get some stairs in. That's not the case. And I don't like the other stairs. This was my only set of stairs that I was even considering. So he was like, okay. So we loaded them up in the truck and brought them home. So they're sitting on our patio, sitting there waiting. But I couldn't. I just like, nope, I can't leave them. Something happened to them. Anything, nope. And it's not like they can be replaced. So I was like, nah, can't do that. And I'm not settling for these other steps. I know that's rude, but it's just how I felt. So anyway, but yeah, y'all, I'm so excited, and I'm just so glad it worked out, and we hopefully will get it here on time and be here before Christmas, and that would be awesome. And then we'll have pretty much majority of the winter to be able to enjoy it. So I'm very happy, very excited. I just can't quit smiling. I finally get my hot tub. It's amazing. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Monday. Thanks for joining me for Tamara's Lunchbox, and I will see you next time. And yeah, I hope your lunch is good. May the peace of the Lord be with you until I see you again, and take care. And y'all have a good one. Bye.